Welcome to the Gymnase Nicole Auba in Brazzaville, Congo for Olympic Channel's coverage of the final day of the AFBC African Boxing Championships. I'm Rory Jawani. 13 gold medals to be awarded, 10 men's finals, followed by 3 women's finals here in Congo. And we're just underway in the opener. It's the light flyweight division, 46 to 49 kilograms final between Matthias Hamunyela of Namibia in the red against Fotsala Simplice from Cameroon in the blue, the second seed. Early stages of this one. Simplice in the blue on the attack. Second seed. And already some good punches being landed. Simplice getting through against Hamunyela from Namibia. Simplice said the second seed defeated Tuareg Mohamed Yassin of Algeria on points yesterday, unanimous points decision in the semi-finals. Hamunyela in the blue from Namibia. He defeated Shafi Bakari of Kenya, also a unanimous points decision. A minute gone in the first round, Simplice having the better of the early exchanges. Simplice, largely the aggressor, trying to push his man back, and he's succeeding there. Caught him with the right, solid right there from Simplice again. Cameroon corner looking a little anxious, but their man started pretty well. Into the second half of round one. A couple of shots to the body from Hamunyela. Good right from Simplice. But a good left through the guard there from Hamunyela. Hamunyela doing a good job now of avoiding these punches from Simplice and landing some good counter shots. Promising signs for the Namibian after a bit of a shaky start. Referee has called for a break, and there's a shot landed after the break. Hamunyela in the red against Simplice in the blue. First of 10 finals today in Brazzaville. Good body shot there for Hamunyela. Lands with a hook. 10 seconds left of the opening round. This first African Championship final in Brazzaville. Light flyweight division. There goes the bell. The end of round one. The fighters touch gloves after the closing bell. Difficult one to score there. Simplice started brightly, but as the round progressed, Hamunyela started to get out of the way of those punches and land some good counter shots of his own. Stadium not at its fullest so far, but I should think it will be pretty full later on. Congo with one fighter in the final, and that's the heavyweight division coming up near the end of the night. Lori Yannick Pembo-Abeka fighting in the heavyweight final against Morocco's Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda, the defending champion. That's something to look forward to later. Back with the first final of the afternoon. There goes the bell for round two. Matthias Hamunyela in the red from Namibia up against Fotsala Simplice of Cameroon in the blue. Simplice on the attack, lands well. But Hamunyela gets away from the ropes just when he looked like he might be pinned in. But Simplice getting through again. Good bright start to round two from Simplice. And a good left from Simplice sent Hamunyela back, but he responds. Just for Simplice getting the upper hand here. Good left on the counter from Hamunyela. He's just leaving himself a little bit open. Again, the fighter's not responding to the call for break from the referee. Simplice missing with the uppercut. Start of that exchange, nothing conclusive landing. Simplice, southpaw stance, leading with the right. Seems to switch back to orthodox now. Very straight line fighter, Simplice, just comes forward. Oh, there's a good right from Simplice there. Hamaniela tries to land, but Simplice responds with the harder shots. Just over a minute left in round 2. Body shot from Simplice lands. Simplice's got his man against the ropes, and that's could be trouble for Hamaniela. His legs are a bit wobbly. He's just escaped, but Simplice could be moving in here. Hamaniela holds on, buys a bit of time. Simplice's corner getting quite animated. Simplice backs up Hamaniela again. A couple of good strikes straight through the guard. 30 seconds to go in round 2. Simplice definitely having the better of this round. Try to set him up for that right over the top again. 10 seconds to go in this middle round. Good right over the top there from Hamaniela, as Simplice missed with the attempted uppercut. End of round 2. Good shot landed on the bell there from Hamaniela as well, but I think Simplice had the better of that second round. And for me, he's in front at this stage. And this light flyweight final in Brazzaville, Congo. First of 10 finals, 10 men's finals at these African Boxing Championships. That was where Simplice just got on top, and Hamaniela had to almost run away. His legs looked a little bit wobbly there, but he quickly recovered and did land a couple of good shots at the end of the round. But the number 2 seed, Futsala Simplice, in the blue corner, looks to be in front. 3 minutes to go to decide who will win the first men's gold medal of these African Boxing Championships. There goes the bell for round 3. Hamaniela trying to use the jab. Lands a good left hook there. And a good combination from Hamaniela. This is what he probably should have done from the start. Tried to get on his bike a bit more, and he's having some success. Good combination landed at the end of that exchange. Simplice landed, but Hamaniela coming back in kind, really turning into an exciting last round. Simplice goes in pursuit of his man. A couple of punches taken on the gloves there. But Simplice now on the attack. A real throwback head down fighter, Simplice. Got through the guard there with a left. Couldn't really follow it up. Oh, a couple of meaty shots landed by both men there. And I think Hamaniela was left a little bit wobbly there. Simplice again, sheer work rate. Hamaniela gets off the ropes, but Simplice again getting through. It's relentless, this man from Cameroon. Just keeps coming forward. Lands a left as well. A minute to go in round 3. Hamaniela's footwork not quite as sharp as it was at the start of the 3rd round. Looks a bit tired. Wild right from Simplice, falls short of the target. We're into the last 30 seconds of this final round. Cameroon's Foxala Simplice in the blue looks to be just on top in this encounter, but Matthias Hamaniela of Namibia in the red, landing a couple of good shots. Simplice keeping on pressing forward. He's picked off there by Hamaniela. As Simplice tries to bully him against the ropes, Hamaniela escapes once more. And there goes the final bell. Good contest to start off the afternoon. And the Namibian corner look happy, and they look the happier of the two. Had a couple of controversial decisions yesterday, one in particular. Interesting to see how they score this one. Into the middle of the ring, and we await the decision. 5 judges at ringside. Goes to Matthias Hamaniela. A unanimous points decision for the man from Namibia. I thought it was pretty tight, and I thought Simplice's work rate might have won it for him. But Hamaniela, the jab and arguably the superior boxing skills, coming out on top, and he is the African light flyweight champion. Namibia's first gold medal of these games. Foxala Simplice applauds the crowd. I can't believe there would have been much between them on the scorecards. And his victory for Matthias Hamaniela in the first fight of the day.
Deuxième juge, l'Angleterre. Troisième juge, la Lettonie. Quatrième juge, l'Italie. Cinquième juge, la Moldavie. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir.
Time for the second fight, the second final of this final day of the African Boxing Championships. The top seed and defending champion, Mohamed Flissi from Algeria, quarter-finalist at the Rio 2016 Olympics. There he is, the Algerian, 27 years old, and he fights Otakiche Rajab Mohamed of Botswana. Flissi, the hot favourite for this one. All Africa Games champion, world silver medalist back in 2013. Bags of experience, bags of ability, been there, done it, and now goes into the ring to try and retain his flyweight championship, his African flyweight championship. There's the challenger, we could say, Otakiche Rajab Mohamed of Botswana. Caused a bit of an upset yesterday, beating the 2015 All-Africa Games runner-up Sankuru Nkolomone from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Nkolomone lost to Flissi in that All-Africa final 2 years ago, actually held here in Brazzaville. To reach here, Flissi, comfortable points win over Marco Jerome, Adriano Rivello of Madagascar in the semi-finals yesterday. Algeria against Botswana in the second final of the day. Your referees, Vilmantas Bobinas from Lithuania. Just had their final instructions to both fighters. We're underway, first of 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Flissi in the red, the defending champion, up against Rajab Mohamed in the blue. Flissi occupying the centre of the ring and already getting through with a couple of shots. The Algerian, superior reach, trying to use that jab. Good body shot from Flissi. Covers up well there as well. And a good left from Flissi, gets through the guard. Rajab Mohammed throwing plenty as well. Flissi just trying to keep him at bay with a jab. Lands a good right inside. And a left hand followed up by the right. Flissi, quick hands. Referee asking Rajab Mohammed to keep his head up. Good shot to the body from Flissi. Mohammed keeping on pressing. He does seem to be walking into a few shots. Flissi came forward and was tagged there by Flissi. Mohammed brave, and he's bravely coming forward, and he lands a good right there. Flissi takes it well, midway through this opening round. See the Botswana corner urging their man on. That right didn't really connect from Flissi. Mohammed does land with a right. Doesn't quite connect to his light. That's a good right from Mohammed. He's backed Flissi up. Flissi escapes from the ropes. Good footwork there from the Algerian champion. Flissi, hands a bit low. Good pressure from Mohammed, but Flissi responds on the counter. Flissi, fine punching, finding his target, accurate shots from the champion. Gets a bit messy there as Flissi keeps Mohammed's head down. 30 seconds to go in round one. Flissi clearly confident, but he's got to be careful that doesn't run into arrogance, because Mohammed can punch, but Flissi, just that superior hand speed. It's the end of round one. Flissi definitely the man on top. But Mohammed landing some shots, and no reason for him to be disheartened as yet. He can get through. He's just got to watch those quick counter shots from the Algerian. Just 19 years old, Mohammed. Turns 20 on Wednesday, so this wouldn't be a bad early birthday present. Mohammed Flissi is a world silver medalist in 2013. He'll be in Hamburg at the end of August, trying to go one better. The semi-finalists in all these men's competitions qualify for those World Championships, the AIBA World Championships in Hamburg at the end of August. We're off in round two. Crunching left hook there from Flissi, but Mohammed does land with the right, and he gets through the left again. And Flissi would be advised not to hang his chin out, because he is getting caught. And the left again from Mohammed. Flissi, good left hook on the counter, on the retreat. Again, keeping those hands dangerously low. Mohammed comes forward again. Crowd definitely behind the underdog. Big cheers as Mohammed landed a couple of those shots early in round two. It's caught him again. Flissi just leaving his chin exposed. Mohammed happy to land on it. Flissi trying to use the angles. bit messy on the ropes midway through this second round. Flissi with a good straight left through the guard. Slightly cleaner work there from the Algerian. Flissi lands again. Just trying to stay at range. Trying to entice Mohamed to come onto him and then pick him off as he comes in. That reach advantage for Flissi. Mohamed lands again with Flissi on the retreat, and again. And he's caught him again. Flissi then gets away from the ropes, but he's taking too many punches. Good left through the guard from Flissi. Interesting how the judges are scoring this, because Mohamed is landing a fair few scoring punches. And Flissi, he might be the more stylish boxer, but he's not putting in the work rate. And Mohamed lands again. The crowd really getting behind the man from Botswana. Landed a right in close. There goes the bell for the end of round 2, and a bit of urgency in the Algerian corner, I think.
Se prépare pour le troisième combat de la journée.
Seeing some action from round 2. That was a right flush on the button there.
Kaketo Geoffroy de l'Ouganda, ainsi que le boxeur Vadamutu Jean-Jordi de l'île Maurice.
Breathing quite heavily. Some final instructions from the Botswana corner. Could the 19-year-old be on the verge of a huge upset here on finals day in Brazzaville? Flissi still on his chair as the shout of seconds out goes. He's up now. A bit tardy for the start of this final round, but we're underway. 3 minutes to go. Flissi lands a couple of good counter punches. It's Mohamed wrestles him back. Good left to the body from Flissi. Mohamed just does land with the left lead. Not a great deal of power behind it. Get a bit entangled. Mohamed lands one after the referee says break, but they get on with it. Flissi lands a good left inside. Right to the body from Flissi. Mohamed not getting through the reach in this third round as yet. A minute gone in this third and final round. Flissi just keeping him at bay. Picking him off. Mohamed trying to get in through that reach, but he just can't do it at present. Flissi just picking him off. And that's unfortunate for Mohamed. He's been deducted a point. Persistent holding the offence. That definitely won't help him on the scorecard. And Flissi looks to be on his way to retaining his title. His footwork useful, and he's making Mohamed miss. A couple of good shots there from Flissi. Just over a minute to go in this final round. He's got on his bike a bit in this round, and it's paying dividends. Just staying out of reach. Mohamed chasing shadows. Lovely left counter from Flissi, and Mohamed getting a bit desperate. His work becoming ragged as Flissi picks him off again. Flissi trying to turn on the style. Mohamed lands a right, and a right again. Flissi just getting a bit cocky. 30 seconds to go in this fight. Mohamed needs to produce something special, probably needs a knockdown. Catches his man with the right. Flissi misses with a wild left. Just holds on, 14 seconds to go. Time running out for Mohamed. Inside the final 10 seconds. Not too much landed there, and that's the end of the contest. Mohamed raises his arms, but I got the first one wrong, but I think Mohamed Flissi has done enough to retain his title. Mohamed was the aggressor for most of that fight, but in that last round, Flissi was finally able to keep him at bay. They're both in the middle of the ring. We'll hear the decision now. 5 judges at ringside. And Flissi gets the verdict and retains his title. 27-year-old from Algeria, unanimous points decision. I don't think there's too much doubt about that. Mohamed did land some good shots, especially in that second round. But Flissi's jab, those long levers, giving him the advantage. It's another gold for Algeria.
Mesdames et messieurs, sous vos applaudissements, veuillez recevoir le boxeur Kaketo Geoffroy de l'Ouganda.
Now for the third fight of the day, and this, well, we saw one massive shock in this competition yesterday. Here was the man responsible for it, Geoffrey Kaketo, beating the 2015 runner-up and #1 seed Bilal Mhamdi of Tunisia. It's a split decision. He knocked Mhamdi down in the second round in an absolute thriller of a fight. And the 20-year-old from Uganda just coming through on points. He was deducted a point in the final round, but still had just about enough in hand. Up against him, Jean-Jordi Vadamutu from Mauritius. He reached this stage by defeating Gerson Silva Roca of Cape Verde. Unanimous points decision in the semi-finals. Kaketo won thanks to some really aggressive, relentless attacking against Mhamdi. Here he is, so just 20 years old. Vadamutu, 22 years old from Mauritius. Vadamutu is going to have quite a significant reach advantage and produce some stylish boxing to defeat Silva Roca yesterday. I think he'll be using that jab to try and get the better of the youngster from Uganda.
Catégorie 56 kilos. Second out.
Algeria with that victory in the flyweight final. So Mohamed Flissi go top of the medals table. That was their third gold, their 2 women's golds yesterday. But now it's Uganda against Mauritius. Geoffrey Kaketo in the red for Uganda against Jean-Jordi Vadamutu of Mauritius in the blue. Bantamweight division, 56 kilograms. And there, a right uppercut from Vadamutu. Kaketo keeps covered up well. That high guard, peekaboo style. Vadamutu on the retreat and landing some punches. So Vadamutu orthodox, Kaketo the southpaw stance, leading with the right. A minute gone in round one. Kaketo trying to pin his man back onto the ropes. Wadamutu escapes. Wadamutu trying to land with the jab. Kaketo pressing forward. Good right on the retreat there from Wadamutu. That's what Wadamutu was doing yesterday. Good footwork. Trying to make his man miss. Kaketo, the aggressor, pressing forward. Good left jab there from Wadamutu. Gets through with a right as well, the man from Mauritius. Kaketo stalking him. Having too much success at present, Kaketo. Kaketo warns to keep his head up. 30 seconds to go in round one. Kaketo does get through at last. Wadamutu has to be careful, but Wadamutu lands a great punch on the counter. He turns his man around. Referee pauses the action after that turn around. 10 seconds to go in round one. And a good right on the retreat from Wadamutu. That's the danger for Kaketo. Wadamutu managed to avoid most of those shots. Couple got through. That's the danger for Kaketo as he presses forward. Wadamutu very adept at landing. Just tagging him as he comes in. Close first round though. Kaketo just finding his man a little bit elusive at the moment. Unable to land the shots like he did yesterday against Bilal and Hamdi. Let's see some of that action. Wadamutu not really landing there with those hooks.
Second out.
And just getting out of the way of the Kaketo attack.
Soignado.
There's the bell for round two of this bantamweight final at the African Championships.
Deuxième round.
Geoffrey Kaketo of Uganda in the red, up against Jean Jordi Wadamutu of Mauritius in the blue. Holding, but Wadamutu lands one on the retreat. Kaketo tries to unload, but just not getting too close to his man. A couple of body shots from Wadamutu. Kaketo just trying to, does get through the left. Wadamutu still managing to pick him off at the start of that exchange. I think Kaketo realises that if he's going to land, he's going to have to take some shots as he comes in. Little slip from Kaketo. Back on with the action. A minute gone in round two, this bantamweight final. Kaketo coming forward. Separated again by the referee. Wadamutu trying to use his footwork, stay out of danger. Kaketo got him in close. Wadamutu lands on the retreat again. It's those snappy shots. Right through the guard there from Wadamutu, makes his man miss. Good boxing from the man from Mauritius. Kaketo pours forward once again, but not able to land any real clean shots. It's all a bit scrappy from the Ugandan. Vadamutu's turn to miss. Kaketo does land one, but then Vadamutu slips his man again. Kaketo gets him in the corner, but Vadamutu wraps him up. Closing stages of round 2. Again, a difficult one to score. Kaketo lands a couple, just catches the side of the head, and that was a right that got through from Kaketo. Now, can he unload some punches on Vadamutu? Bell goes for the end of round 2. Kaketo getting a little carried away there, finally thought he found an opening, but the bell ended those hopes. Vadamutu looking fairly untroubled. Kaketo did get through right at the end of the round, but I'd struggle to say he was leading this fight after 2 of the 3 rounds. Instructions of Vadamutu, 22-year-old. Seeking the biggest win of his career, would be the biggest win of Kaketo's career too. There was the slip from Kaketo quite early in that round 2. There sounds the bell for the 3rd and final round of this bantamweight final, 56 kilograms. And Geoffrey Kaketo in the red on the attack against Jean-Jordi Vadamutu. Vadamutu coming back off the ropes. Kaketo getting through at the start of round 3. The referee will probably have to split them up. A bit untidy, bit of wrestling there. Kaketo losing his balance as he throws some wild punches. The referee having a word with Vadamutu for holding. Be careful not to be deducted a point. Vadamutu lands a couple of good shots on the inside, and he wraps up his man. Kaketo complaining. Kaketo, again, plenty of aggression, plenty of perspiration, but not landing too many clean punches. It's like a cut on the left eye of Kaketo. Referee wants the doctor to have a look at it. Just coming up to the midway point in round 3. Doctor having a look. That cut by the left eye. Vadamutu with that right hook, which isn't the most stylish of punches. Kaketo catches him on the ropes, and as soon as he does, Vadamutu wraps him up. Kaketo landing a couple of blows to the back of the head, warned about that. Vadamutu lands on the retreat. Kaketo trying everything. Again, a couple of slaps to the back of the head from Kaketo. He's getting frustrated. Vadamutu showing experience, just 22, but showing a bit of nous. In the face of these Kaketo attacks. Kaketo in close. And again, the doctor's going to have to have another look at that cut. It's streaming blood. Doesn't look like it's going into the eye, so not too dangerous. It's just can't have blood flowing around in the ring. Should be clear to continue. Not long to go in this fight now. Under a minute to go. Kaketo trying to land the sharp, short shots. Did get through with a couple. Vadamuthu's got to be careful here because he has been almost exclusively on the defensive in this third round. And if it was a close contest, which I think it is, the Ugandan superior work rate could give him the verdict here. 10 seconds to go in round 3. Kaketo lands a right. Bit of a stretch, but it did land. Vadamuthu tying his opponent up. That's the end of the fight. Not too many histrionics from either fighter. I think this one's tight. Be very interested to see what the 5 judges at ringside say. If I was scoring it, I'd probably just give it to Vadamuthu. I'd say he probably won the first 2 rounds, Kaketo the third. But I don't think there was much doubt Kaketo took the third, but those first 2 rounds very much open to interpretation. Some action from that final round. Cuffing right there from Vadamuthu with the inside of the glove. Right there from Kaketo did land. Vadamuthu quick to hold on. There's Kaketo, a couple of illegal blows. Here's the decision, Vadamuthu gets it. Winner on point, don't have a score to tell us whether it was a unanimous decision or just a majority decision, but it's gold for Mauritius. Jean-Jordi Vadamuthu beats Geoffrey Kaketo to take the bantamweight title here at the African Championships.
Premier juge, la Roumanie. Deuxième juge, la Lituanie. Troisième juge, l'Italie. Quatrième juge.
Moving on quickly to the 4th final of the afternoon.
La Moldavie. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez accueillir le boxeur Ben Baziz.
We've already seen one Algerian retain his title here. We could be about to see another. In the red, the top seed, as I say, defending champion, the All Africa Games champion, Reda Benbaziz. There he is, coming out to face the 3rd seed, Nick Okoth of Kenya. Benbaziz didn't have the easiest passage in the semi-finals, beat John Collin of Mauritius, majority points decision. Nick Okoth, well, he had a walkover through to this final. The 2015 bantamweight champion Mohamed Hamout was supposed to be his opponent, but Hamout could not fight, so Okoth went through by way of walkover. Not a great sign for Okoth there, already some grease being applied. He is 34 years old, so that face has probably seen some marking over the years, hence the grease on there to protect it. But there is Reda Benbaziz, the strong favourite for this lightweight final, 60 kilograms. There's Nick Okoth from Kenya, 2014 Commonwealth Games quarter-finalist. 34 years old, as I say, lots of experience. Few years on Benbaziz, who's just 23, but the defending champion. Our referee, Dermot McDermott from Ireland. Both men back to their corners and waiting the first bell of this lightweight final. You can see Benbaziz, southpaw, leading with the right, pouring right, pouring at his opponent. Okoth, the more orthodox fighter. Benbaziz snaking out that jab. Good right on the counter from Okot. The crowd definitely cheering on the man from Kenya. Ben Baziz, as I say, the strong favourite, defending champion, 2015 All-Africa Games champion, which was held in Brazzaville. Good right to the body there from Okot. Ben Baziz trying to use his feet to keep the Kenyan at range. Midway through the first round. Not too much leather being thrown here. Okot wary of that long right jab. Trying to pick his moment to come in. Trying to land on the counter there, but neither man really landing in this opening round. You see Ben Baziz almost trying to work out his combinations, trying to find the opening, but Okot not falling for it. And as a result, it's a bit of a stalemate in this first round. .30 seconds to go in round one. And Okot lands on the counter, but then Ben Baziz responds. Those shots from Ben Baziz just falling short. And now it's Okot's turn to try and move forward, try and press as we go into the final 10 seconds of round one. But Okot, you can see, he's very wary of that right hand. Gets in there, but messy. And that's the end of round one, where, to be honest, not too much happened. Bit of a standoff at times. Okot wary of that right jab of Ben Baziz. He's taking instruction from his corner. Pretty sure this was a bit like Ben Baziz yesterday. Yeah, first round he did struggle a bit and then gradually worked his way into the fight. Often happens first round where fighters just try and feel each other out. Some of the action from that opening round, where Okot threw a couple of punches which landed not as cleanly as he would have liked. Ben Baziz, quite an elusive fighter. There goes the bell for round two of this lightweight final. Defending champion Reda Ben Baziz from Algeria in the red, up against Nick Okot of Kenya in the blue, and Okot lands a good shot there on the inside. Crowd cheering as Okot lands again, but Ben Baziz also landed. Veteran now, Okot, 34 years old. Referee warning Okot just to keep his head up. Not for the first time. Gone in round two. It's another cagey one. Okot is the man on the front foot, but reluctant to throw, and then Ben Baziz lands with the left. Left over the top from Ben Baziz, scoring. The left finally at the end of that exchange from Ben Baziz, the telling punch of that exchange. halfway through the second round of 3. And again, an exchange which both fighters land, but Benbaziz arguably just the stronger shot. And then Cot off balance as he tries to land the big shot. And Benbaziz, when he works at range, he looks a good fighter. And it's up to Akot to try and get beyond that reach. And Akot does have some joy there. Gets in, lands with the right. Doesn't seem to have troubled Benbaziz too much. You just feel Akot's got to increase the work rate. He's going to get the decision here. Benbaziz looks reasonably comfortable. Left counter over the top there from Benbaziz. Akot, left lead, gets through the guard. 10 seconds to go in round 2. Neither man landing in those final 10 seconds of the second round. Crowd are happy. Stitches there over that eye with Benbaziz. Been patched up in this tournament. More grease there.
Le boxeur Mohamed Islam Ahmed
Akot's eyes.
de l'Égypte, ainsi que
The
le
action there
boxeur
from round 2.
Jonas
Benbaziz
de la
complaining that
Namibie.
Akot hit him on the back of the head. Didn't see too much wrong with that, to be honest.
L'Égypte se prépare, la Namibie se
Akot
prépare.
was slightly off balance.
Fade out.
1 round left in this. The lightweight final at the African Championships. It's been a cagey affair between the defending champion Reda Benbaziz of Algeria in the red and Nick Akot of Kenya in the blue. Benbaziz goes with the hook. Akot falls short with his punches. Does land with a body shot there. Does land with another left as Benbaziz replies in kind. Good right there from Akot, does get through. That gives the crowd something to cheer. Benbaziz lands there, puts his arms up to almost acknowledge it, and then a bit untidy there, Akot. Lifting. I think that's a bit harsh. He lifted Benbaziz there on his shoulder because Benbaziz had overbalanced, and the referee Dermot McDermott has deducted him a point, and that could be crucial. Benbaziz pushing his man back, and he's landing, he's getting through now. Is Benbaziz throwing combinations. It's almost as if that deduction of the point has encouraged Benbaziz to go forward. You'd thought it'd be the other way round. You'd think he'd adopt those tactics if he needed to force a stoppage or do something special, but Benbaziz appears to have been given the cue to unload and try and take his man out. Akot looks a tough customer though. And Akot landing, and Benbaziz, I'm not sure why he's getting involved in a scrap, because that's giving Akot some confidence, and Akot really going for it, the crowd behind him. Akot's got nothing to lose, he's been deducted a point, and he's got through again. Benbaziz did land, but Akot really got a bit between his teeth. Akot pursuing his man around the ring. Now he's got him at the ropes, landed a body shot, but wasn't able to follow up. Benbaziz too quick. But now Akot lands again to the head. Again, Benbaziz puts his arms out to say, I'm not hurt. Usually when that happens, it means he is. Referee telling Benbaziz to lift his head up. Akot had just managed to do this a bit earlier. You feel he might have had a chance. 10 seconds to go in round 3. Can he land another big shot before the end of the round? Benbaziz blowing hard, but he looks like he's held on. Crowd very excited. Got to be right behind Nick Akot, especially in that last round. It was a strange final round. Benbaziz went on the attack after Akot had been deducted a point. And that just seemed to galvanise Akot. Threw a bit of caution to the wind. So it'll be interesting to see how the judges have scored that, but I think that point deduction could prove decisive. Here is the verdict.
Mesdames et messieurs, le vainqueur.
And the winner is Nick Akot. It's an upset. It's a split decision. Nick Akot, despite having that point deducted in the final round, has been given the verdict. He has beaten the defending champion, and it's gold for Kenya, for Nick Akot, the 34-year-old, a veteran. And he has upset Reda Benbaziz of Algeria. A split decision. And another different nation gets gold here in Brazzaville. The crowd delighted with that decision. I'd love to see the round break down, how the judges scored it. Akot would have won that final round but for the point deduction, I'm sure. It'll be interesting to see how they scored those first 2 rounds. But there's your champion, the lightweight champion at 60 kilograms, Nick Akot. Algeria denied a 4th gold medal at these African Boxing Championships. Moving on now to light welterweight. Now this should be one of the fights of the night. 64 kilograms. Eslam Mohamed there, your top seed from Egypt. Up against Namibia's Jonas Junias Jonas. Mohamed's 27 years old, fought at London 2012, where he was knocked out in the first round, and 2015 quarter-finalist in these African Championships. There's Jonas Junias Jonas, his country's flag bearer in Rio. But he spent 8 months in the Namibian embassy in Rio. He was accused of sexual assault after the opening ceremony. He fought in Rio, was knocked out in the first round, but then he wasn't allowed to leave the country until April, and he stayed in the Namibian embassy. He's been back for 2 months. He still might have to return to Brazil to face charges. He's the 2014 Commonwealth bronze medalist, and he was very, very impressive in his semi-final, beating the home favourite Malonga Dival, unanimous points decision. Mohamed beat Malumbo Mbaya of the Democratic Republic of Congo, another unanimous points decision. And it's the stylist Jonas up against the Egyptian strongman Eslam Mohamed. This should be an interesting fight. Real contrast of styles. Tough, no-nonsense Mohamed up against the silky skills of Jonas. I thought out of the fighters we saw yesterday, Jonas possibly the best boxer on display yesterday. Showed really good skills to beat Dival of Congo. And Jonas on the attack, getting through with the jab. Mohamed responds. There's a good right from Mohamed. This opening minute of the first round. Mohamed steps away from Jonas, who circles the ring, leading with the left jab. Looking for the opening, Jonas. Lands with the right. Muhammad on the retreat. Quick hands, Jonas. Got his man against the ropes. Muhammad sways away from that attempted right from Jonas. Jonas going in pursuit of his man. Muhammad just pushes him off. Wild left from Muhammad misses and Jonas tags him. See Jonas's footwork there. Muhammad missed with the overhand right and then took a jab from Jonas. Muhammad just struggling to get through in this opening round. Jonas, big reach advantage. And again, Jonas landing the punches and Muhammad unable to respond. Muhammad on the back foot. Alvin Finch, referee, telling both fighters to split and then re-engage. .30 seconds to go this opening round. Jonas lands with a right over the top. Muhammad falls short with a couple of punches. Jonas, just those jabs, punching from range, scoring punches. Might not be particularly hurtful, but he is landing and Muhammad isn't. It's the final bell. Bell at the end of round one. This light welterweight final. There's Eslam Muhammad. Looks to have a bit of a job on his hands because he's facing a man who's hard to hit, Junius Jonas. He looks extremely relaxed. Jonas missing there. Muhammad, not the easiest man to hit himself, but Jonas definitely landed the majority of the punches in that opening round. And the top seed from Egypt probably needs to change tack. He's going to get a result here. Into the middle round.
Second round. Deuxième round.
Might see some more aggression from Muhammad in this round because he wasn't having too much success in the opening round. Quick hands of Jonas. Muhammad punching away. Alvin Finch telling Jonas to quit with the holding and hitting. Yelling out, don't hold. Last thing you want to see is a points deduction. Right. Bit of a clash of heads there, and Muhammad leading with the head. No damage done. No damage done, unfortunately. Approaching the midway of this point of this second round. Jonas lands again. Muhammad trying to get something going on the inside, but Jonas just a bit too quick. Nice combination from Jonas. Just the cleaner, smarter, quicker work from Jonas. Caught him again with a 1-2. He's warming to the task, Jonas. Muhammad doesn't seem to have too much response at the moment. Lovely, sharp left from Jonas. And Muhammad in a bit of trouble here. You can tell from his corner. urging him on, but Jonas, too many skills. Muhammad covering up tight. Muhammad just falling short again. Jonas stepping back, swaying out of the way of the Egyptian's punches. And when he attacks, just seems to get through with that left. 30 seconds to go in round 2. It's been a good round for Junius Jonas from Namibia. Seconds to go in the round. Muhammad does get through with a left, but that's the end of the second round. And it looks like Eslam Mohamed has a mountain to climb if he's going to win this fight. There's Junius Jonas. The first round was very tight, but Jonas, I thought, comfortably took round 2. Jonas, as well as fighting well on the back foot, coming forward, landing with jabs. There was a good punch from Muhammad there, one of the few punches he landed of any consequence in that second round. There was the clash of heads.
Second out.
You can sense that Muhammad's trying to rough his man up and drag him into a bit of a brawl, but Jonas having none of it. And that's the bell for the start of the third and final round of this light welterweight final. Eslam Mohamed of Egypt in the red, Junius Jonas of Namibia in the blue. Muhammad the top seed, but Jonas on top. And again, just having the punches there, he got through the right. I think this is more like the sort of fight Muhammad wants, but Jonas seems up to the task. Catching Muhammad as he comes in again. Looks a complete fighter, this Jonas. The referee telling both fighters to watch the hits on the back of the head. Now, is that a cut on Muhammad's face? Can't see, that rope seems to be in the way, but yeah, I guess looks like from what the doctor's doing is a cut just above his left eye. And they get back on with it. Just over 2 minutes to go in this third and final round. Jonas landing with the right. Muhammad a bit of codology there. A lovely sweeping uppercut there from Jonas, hitting the mark. Again, Jonas just quicker to the punch. And Muhammad doesn't seem to have too many ideas here. And Muhammad pushing forward, but Jonas picking him off. Muhammad did land a nice short right there, but Jonas still appears to be on top. And a good right from Jonas to almost turns his man around. It's a bit messy. Referee telling Muhammad to keep his head up. Jonas sways out of the way of that attempted big left from Muhammad. Jonas looking pretty unruffled. I hear Finch, referee Alvin Finch saying don't hold again. Blood by the ear of Eslam Mohamed, and I think the trainer might have to have a look at that. No, referee letting them continue inside the final 30 seconds. This intriguing light welterweight contest. Julius Jonas then backing his man up into the ropes. Inside the final 10 seconds now. Jonas feels just got to stay upright if he's going to win this one. Tries to land a big right. Bit of an untidy end to the fight. Both men raise their gloves. But Julius Jonas looks pretty pleased with himself, and as well he should be. I think he's done more than enough to win this final. It's up to the judges now. 5 judges at ringside. This 5th final of the afternoon. All 4 previous finals have gone to points. Here's another one, and here comes the verdict. And it's victory for Julius Jonas. Wins on points. The flag bearer at the Rio 2016 Olympics for Namibia takes the African Championship. He's the champion at light welterweight. And a well-deserved victory. Eslam Mohammed leaves the ring. The top seed just unable to cope with the skills of Julius Jonas, who to my eyes has been one of the 2 or 3 best boxers in this competition. Hard to hit, accurate punches, great footwork, and he is the light welterweight champion. Moving on to the 6th fight of the afternoon. It's the men's welterweight final, 69 kilograms. Mauritius have already won 1 gold in the form of Jean-Jordi Vadamutu in the bantamweight division. Can Mervyn Clare make it 2? He's up against Muzamir Kekande of Uganda. There's Mervyn Clare. Caused a huge shock yesterday. A unanimous points decision over the 2015 runner-up Walid Said Mohammed of Egypt. "23 years old, Mervyn Clare. And there's his opponent, King Kong as he's known, Muzamir Kekande from Uganda, 22 years old. Edged through in his semi-final, beat Nkumbe Silungwe of Zambia, a split decision. Kekande, 22 years old, he missed the Africa Olympic trials. He had qualified for them. There was an administrative mix-up, and by the time he'd sorted it out and got his flight to Yaoundé in Cameroon, where the Olympic trials were taking place, he'd missed the weigh-in, and that was his chance of reaching Rio 2016 gone. Last 2 years ago, I should say, this competition was won by Mohamed Rabi from Morocco, who then went on to take Africa's first World Championship title since 1978. Rabi went on to take bronze at Rio 2016, and he turned professional earlier this year. So obviously he wasn't here to defend his title, and the new champion will be one of these 2 men. Your referee, Ion Mihai from Romania. Mervyn Clare of Mauritius in the red, up against Muzamir Kekande of Uganda in the blue. Clare, very impressive yesterday in knocking out the top seed, Walid Said Mohammed. Gets through as well, he's got the reach advantage. And there's a knockdown. Well, I have to say, I didn't really see that punch very clearly. But it's a knockdown in the opening round. And Clare already on top in this fight. There were some punches landed, but I thought it was a bit of a slip myself. We'll have to see the interval between rounds, but Clare lands, and it's a knockdown, so that almost certainly makes this a 10-8 round, providing nothing untoward happens for the rest of it. But Clare, with that reach advantage, southpaw leading with the right. Already in charge of this one. Claire landing on the retreat. Kekande coming forward. Good left from Claire. Oh, left over the top from Kekande. And a standing count for Claire. Well, not on 10-8 round now. Both fighters having some joy in this opening round. And Claire on the retreat, and Kekande lands again with a big left. I have to say, I wasn't sure that merited a standing 8 count given by the referee, but that's where we are, and Kekande fancies this job now. Having hit the deck, he's got up, and now he's right back in this fight. Charging forward, Claire. A couple of smart punches on the retreat. 45 seconds to go in round 1. Good right from Claire, gets through. Kekande just leaving himself a bit open. Kekande caught again. The young Ugandan trying to corner Claire, and he gets through with the right over the top, but Claire responds. Good fight this. 20 seconds to go in round 1. Kekande right over the top, hits the mark. He's got Claire in the corner, and Claire taking a few shots. Claire holds on. 10 seconds to go in round 1. Kekande swinging wildly there. And that's the end of round 1. Well, so much incident in that opening round. We had a knockdown, Kekande on the deck, and then Claire took a standing count. The crowd right into this one. Kekande, who looked in deep trouble, then landed with some really good shots of his own. And a fight which really could go either way from here. The Mauritian corner don't look too concerned.
Second out.
Let's see what happens in round 2. Mervyn Clare of Mauritius in the red up against Muzamir Kekande of Uganda in the blue. King Kong from Uganda. Right gets through from Kekande. Claire trying to use that right jab, use his feet to get away as Kekande comes forward. Referee adjudged that a slip, and then Kekande landed a big shot. After I think the referee had said break, but referee allows them to continue. Kekande, he's up for this one. Just getting caught as he comes in, but then does land a right with Claire on the retreat. Trying to rough up his man, Kekande. Good left from Claire. Claire landing again as Kekande moves in. Holding from Claire. Crowd not happy with that. Kekande tries to land the uppercut even with one hand tied up. Referee tells Kekande just to keep his head up. He's kind of boring in as he tries to land those punches. Body shot from Kekande. Claire just trying to use his feet to stay away. Wild left misses from Kekande, and Claire just pushes him back. Bit untidy again. Claire just using a few spoiling tactics. Kekande, it's a bit wild, it's a bit ragged from Kekande, but he has had some success. Claire misses with the uppercut, then lands 2 shots straight through the guard, left and the right. Oh, good right from Kekande, a couple of punches. Thought Claire was wobbled a bit by that, and another straight right gets through from Kekande. Again, this one's a really difficult one to score. Kekande, the aggressor, charging forward, head down. Claire picking his man off on occasion when he comes in. No doubt who the crowd want to win this one. Claire, a bit of holding on at times, which could attract the referee's ire in this 3rd round, and he certainly wouldn't want to have a point deducted. Exchange there where Claire grabbed the rope to pull himself back up. Just after he did so, Kekande did land. The 3rd and final round of this welterweight final, 69kg weight division. There's Mervyn Clare in the red from Mauritius up against Mzimir Kekande of Uganda. And Kekande gets through again. He's really going for it. He knows he has to. And Clare covering up, but he is taking a few. Kekande, it's wild, it's ragged, but it is working at times. And he just needs to keep going like this and try to avoid being caught. And he's got through the right again. Clare forced to cover up on the ropes. Kekande gets through again. Good left. He's got Clare going backwards. Clare on the retreat. And he's been hurt. Body shot from Kekande. It's pouring on the pressure. Not too much coming back from Clare. Some concern in the Mauritian corner. Clare lands with the jab. That's what he really needs to do, just keep it at range. But Kekande will not be deterred. Continues to go after his man. Gets through the guard with a right. Clare gets off the rope smartly. Clare starting to look a little tired. The footwork not as slick as it was earlier, and Kekande continuing to throw punches, and Clare not keeping his guard up as he should. Referee having a quick word with Kekande, but that won't delay him for long. The Ugandan again back up and at him. Clare, a slip. 40 seconds to go in round 3, but I think Clare's struggling here, and Kekande moving in for the kill perhaps. Clare trying to get away, but Kekande charging after him. 20 seconds to go in this final round. That's so much action in this one. Kekande doing all the pressing forward, trying to land a few more telling shots before the end of this fight. We're inside the final 10 seconds. Clare lands, both men land. They slap gloves at the end of the fight. Crowd loved that one. Be interested to see how the judges decide. Kekande clearly the greater work rate, Claire, the better boxing skills, but on the back foot for most of that final round. And I think Kekande might have got this decision, but it's tight. What a change from early on. Here comes the decision. Kekande hitting the deck in the first round, but here comes the decision. And it goes to Kekande. A split decision, 3-2. The judges give it to the 22-year-old from Uganda, who was on the deck in the first 30 seconds. Interesting celebration. There's the King Kong celebration. And he is now the African champion. Muzamir Kekande, Uganda's first gold of this competition. Mervyn Clare has to settle for silver. But Kekande, that last round, proving decisive. He was down inside the first 30 seconds, and he comes back to take the gold medal for Uganda. And another new country gets gold. In this competition, in this 2017 African Championships. It wasn't the most stylish of displays, but it was effective. And gold for Uganda. I'm just trying to find out what's happened here. We were due to have a middleweight contest between Hossam Abdin and Dieudonne Wilfried Seye-Nsenge, which I was looking forward to. It was going to be the fight of the night. But we've gone straight to the light heavyweights. It's Yombo Ulrich of Cameroon up against Chouaib Ouardi of Morocco. There's Yombo Ulrich. As soon as I hear anything about the middleweight contest, I'll tell you. From what I could hear on the tannoy, it sounded like, obviously I guess there's been a walkover, but there was mention of a Cameroon boxer, and that would be Dieudonne Wilfried Seye-Nsenge. So, can't be certain, but perhaps he has been awarded the gold by walkover against Hossam Abdin. But we're on to the light heavyweight final. Yombo Ulrich in the red up against Chouaib Ouardi of Morocco in the blue. Yombo Ulrich, comfortable winner over Mbachi Kayunga of Zambia yesterday in the semi-finals. Valery Pastahov from Moldova, your referee here. Chouaib Ouardi from Morocco on your right there in the blue. The beneficiary of what I thought was a controversial victory, controversial points decision. One split decision, 3-2 against Ngalabaya Rodrigue, the home favourite from Congo. He's into the final now, up against Yombo Ulrich of Cameroon. Cameroon with 2 golds already in this championships, women's golds from yesterday. Can they make it 3 with Yombo Ulrich? They could already be on 3 if Seye-Nsenge has taken middleweight gold. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know on that. But Yombo Ulrich looked assured yesterday. He started well against Ouardi. Some stiff rights in there from Yombo Ulrich. Rick trying to get away from his man there and increase the space between them so he can get some punches away. He seems to be first hitting the mark. Yombo Ulrich using that left jab. Ouardi, who's tough, resilient as he showed yesterday, just falling short there with a couple of attempted punches, and Ulrich picking him off. Ouardi going to try to land with the right over the top. Ulrich wise to it for the most part so far, midway through the first round. Ouardi throwing hard shots but not connecting. And Ulrich fine right there through the guard. That shook Ouadi, and he's shaking him again with a right. And then a left on the retreat from Yumbo Ulrich. Good display so far for the man from Cameroon. Yumbo Ulrich landing first with a jab, then a right over the top. And Ouadi taking too many punches at present. Ulrich misses with a swinging right. Ouadi lands with a left, short left. Gum shield's gone out. Ulrich's gum shield came out there and just had to be replaced. 20 seconds left in round one. Grabs a quick word with his trainer. Ulrich, he gets Ouadi as the Moroccan comes in, and again, good work from Ulrich. Just quicker to the punch. Ouadi, it's a bit ragged, and Ulrich picking him off, and there's a cut. That cut actually was opened up yesterday. Fine punch again from Ulrich. 10 seconds to go in round one, and he's catching him at will here, and Ouadi's in trouble. And there's a standing 8 count. That cut that Ouadi had yesterday has opened up already in this first round. Standing 8 count for Ouadi. Ulrich landing some heavy blows. And that's it. That's a stoppage, I think. That's it, it's all over. It's been stopped in the first. Yumbo Ulrich has won the light heavyweight title. It's another gold for Cameroon. Some heavy blows at the end of that first round. And the referee judging that Chouaib Ouadi was in no states to continue.
Catégorie 91 kilos. Le boxeur
Ouadi sending himself back. You can see that cut already open. Big right from Ulrich landing. Waiting for the formality of the decision. Ouadi drops back into the middle of the ring.
Vainqueur par arrêt d'arbitre, le boxeur du coin rouge au Cameroun.
Yumbo Ulrich is the African light heavyweight champion. A first round stoppage of Chouaib Ouadi from Morocco. It's another gold for Cameroon. And a devastating finish from Yumbo Ulrich. Wouldn't mind seeing that again. But he landed some heavy shots, and Ouadi took a standing 8 count. And at the end of that standing 8 count, the referee decided that he'd seen enough. And there's your gold medalist in the light heavyweight division. And you can hear the noise increasing in the arena. And that's because it's time for the home favourite, Lori Yannick Pembo Ebeka of Congo, up against the defending champion, Abdel Jalil Abou Hamda of Morocco. Hold on to your hats for this one. The gymnase Nicole Aubert in Brazzaville, Congo, and I wouldn't be surprised if the roof came up. As into the arena comes the home favourite, Lori Yannick Pembo Ebeka. Can he win gold for the host nation? He's their only finalist at these African Boxing Championships. He defeated Tumba Silva of Angola in the semi-finals yesterday. Before that, in the quarter-finals, he beat the top seed, Joseph Kennedy St-Pierre of Mauritius. A unanimous points decision. Here's the defending champion, though, Abdel Jalil Abou Hamda from Morocco, 25 years old. won a majority points decision yesterday in the semi-finals against Mzize Soy Christian of Cameroon. There's Abu Hamda into the ring. Who had a hard fight in his semi-final. Despite a significant reach advantage, Abu Hamda made hard work of him against Christian, got drawn into a bit of a slugfest as Pembo Abeka raises his arms to the crowd, all four corners of the ring. And this one will be noisy. The arena packed now. It was empty at the start of the afternoon. I say not empty, but it was far from full at the start of the afternoon, but it's filled up in anticipation of this fight. The heavyweight final, 91 kilograms, between Lauri Yannick, Pembo Abeka of Congo in the red, against Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda of Morocco in the blue. The fighters touch gloves before this first of three 3-minute rounds to decide who will be the African heavyweight champion.
First round.
We're underway. Pembo Abeka, that peekaboo style, keeping the hands high. And every punch he lands will be greeted with cheers by this home crowd. He reached a bit there and Abu Hamda picked him off with the jab. Big rangy fighter, Abu Hamda. Pembo Abeka, very aggressive yesterday, and he'll need to do more of the same. But Abu Hamda, that jab, getting through the guard. Pembo Abeka catches his man on the retreat, and he's caught him. He's got to be careful that he doesn't get caught on his way in, Pembo Abeka. And Abu Hamda starts to unload. Promising start to this fight. Both men happy to attack. A minute gone in this first round. Plenty of chanting in the crowd. Abu Hamda trying to unleash those punches from range. Pembo Abeka charges in again. Sense Abu Hamda just trying to tee up his man. Tee him up with the jab and then bring over the right. Lands with the uppercut, Abu Hamda, and then Pembo Abeka misses with a wild swing with the left. Midway through this first round. And he catches Pembo Abeka on the way in again. Good boxing from Abu Hamda. Pembo Abeka lands on the counter there. Does send Abu Hamda back. I noticed yesterday Abu Hamda underneath that left eye, a bit of marking, and you can see it again here. The crowd imploring Pembo Abeka to come forward. There's that jab from Abu Hamda. So Pembo Abeka can't be too reckless as he comes forward, or he will get picked off by that jab. There he is, he does bully him back into the corner, Pembo Abeka, but Abu Hamda steps away. Danger over for now. There he is, he's just driving him back, Pembo Abeka, and that gets the crowd going. Right over the top from Pembo Abeka, lands, and he's caught him again. 10 seconds to go in round one. Plenty of noise from the crowd as Pembo Abeka has some success with the right over the top. There's the bell for the end of round one.
Fin du premier round.
You can tell what the crowd think of it. Some of that action from the first round, I think we just missed that big right that landed on the replay. Pembo Abeka missing there with the attempt at a big left, and again. "31 years old, Laurie Yannick Pembo Abeka."
Second out.
And now getting ready for round 2.
Soigné dehors. Second
There
round.
goes the bell for round 2.
Deuxième round.
Laurie Pembo Abeka in the red from Congo. It's Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda. Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda from Morocco in the blue. Abu Hamda using that jab. Abu Hamda just caught there, I thought. And Pembo Abeka again just trying to avoid the jab coming in. That was a bit of a cuff, that one, but it did land, and he's landing again, and Abu Hamda has to retreat. Pembo Abeka just charging forward here, trying to keep those hands high to block the jab as he comes in, and he's having some success here, having some joy. A minute gone in the second round of 3. Abu Hamda with straight right. The crowd cheering on their man. Pembo Abeka lands, but he's caught on the counter. Can't afford to leave himself exposed, or Abu Hamda with a punch down there. Referee quick to spot that one and quick to call him up on it. Pembo Abeka drives forward once again. Abu Hamda right to the body, pushes his man off. Oh, that was a wonderful right through the guard from Abu Hamda. And Pembo Abeka felt that. But he carries on, moving forward as the home favourite. Gets in there with the left, doesn't really connect. Abu Hamda lands with the jab again, and with the right on the retreat. Pembo Abeka unloading, but not getting through. And it's Abu Hamda who's producing the quality work in this second round. Good body shot from Abu Hamda. Pembo Abeka trying to bully his man, rough him up. Abu Hamda just a bit too clever. Pembo Abeka coming forward once again, and he got a good left uppercut from Pembo Abeka. Gum shield's gone out. Pembo Abeka's gum shield just going back in. Plenty of advice from the side, from the crowd it seems. All got their opinion on what their man should be doing. They're looking a bit more anxious now as Abu Hamda asserts his authority, but a good left there from Pembo Abeka which had the crowd going. 10 seconds to go in round 2. Gets through again Pembo Abeka, but Abu Hamda leans back onto the ropes and escapes. A rousing finish to that second round from Pembo Abeka, but I think Abu Hamda shaded it. The crowd is animated. Some of the crowd's animated, some looking quite concerned. And Pembo Abeka has 1 round left. Abu Hamda 1 round away from retaining his title. The 25-year-old from Morocco. There's the home favourite. Frantic instructions there for Pembo Abeka before this final round. Some anxious faces in the crowd. They'll be urging their man on in these final 3 minutes. Abu Hamda caught with the left there, but he had landed some pretty good shots of his own before then. Into the final round. Laurie Yannick Pembo Abeka on the attack and getting through against the defending champion Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda. But back comes Abu Hamda. The Moroccan getting through with some punches of his own. Body shot there. Good punch from Pembo Ebeka, but Abu Hamda has the final say in that exchange. He's leaning on his man, trying to wear him down, Abu Hamda. Misses with the uppercut, the big Moroccan. Pembo Ebeka, a bit ragged, trying everything in front of his home crowd. Pembo Ebeka lands with the uppercut, but not cleanly. Misses with the uppercut. Good defence from Abu Hamda. Good body shot from Abu Hamda. And Pembo Ebeka takes in a big suck of breath after that. Big gulp of air. That crunching body shot from Abu Hamda. The crowd chanting, but Pembo Ebeka not really producing in this final round, and Abu Hamda gets through. More body shots from Abu Hamda. Pembo Ebeka starting to look a bit weary. Referee just has to prize them apart as Pembo Ebeka ducks low. Good jab from Abu Hamda on the retreat. A minute to go in the final round. Good right from Pembo Ebeka, but he takes one himself. This is what Pembo Ebeka needs to do. He needs to really start throwing. And he's getting through. The gum shield's gone out again, which is a shame because Pembo Ebeka was just getting up a bit of a head of steam. 48 seconds to go in the final round. Back on with the fight. Abu Hamda lands, crunching jab through the guard there. Landed 3 punches in succession, and again. Pembo Ebeka charging forward. Now or never, 30 seconds to go, and he's caught his man, and Abu Hamda sent backwards. Abu Hamda landed a good shot of himself there. Pembo Ebeka's really got to step it up. 20 seconds to go. Abu Hamda on the retreat. Pembo Ebeka gets through again. 10 seconds to go. Untidy clinch. Abu Hamda trying to land from close quarters, and that's the end of the fight. Abu Hamda thinks he's retained his title. I wouldn't disagree. The crowd cheering, hoping their man gets the decision. Pembo Ebeka salutes the crowd, but has he done enough to get the decision? It will go down to the 5 judges at ringside to decide who will be the heavyweight champion. Here comes the decision. And it goes to Abu Hamda. Disappointment for the home crowd. A unanimous points decision. Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda of Morocco retains his heavyweight title. A brave effort from Laurie Yannick Pembo Ebeka from Congo, but not quite enough on the day. Back on with the action here in the Gymnase Nicole Oba in Brazzaville, Congo. Now it's time for the final men's final of these African Championships. The super heavyweight final between Fosso Arsene of Cameroon and David Aiti of Uganda. Some news to bring you. The Congolese Federation appealed the result of that heavyweight final between Laurie Yannick Pembo Ebeka and Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda. Abu Hamda was given a unanimous points decision, but after a review, after an appeal from the Congolese Federation and a subsequent review, the decision has been reversed and Pembo Ebeka has been handed the championship. He is the African heavyweight champion of 2017. Now it's back on with the action We're waiting for the two fighters, the super heavyweight final. Fokou Fosso Arsène of Cameroon and David Ayiti. Arsène from Cameroon in the red. Here he comes now. This is the plus 91 kilograms weight division. 33 years old, turns 34 on Tuesday. So looking for an early birthday present. He won in just 2 rounds yesterday, beat Ouazri Rezek Mustafa Hafez of Egypt. And quite slightly confusing finish. It was finished by abandonment in the second round, and what it transpired was that the Egyptians threw in the towel. They didn't throw in the towel in the normal traditional manner. They sort of draped it over the ropes. But that was the end of the contest, and that sent Arsène through to today's final, where he will face David Ayiti of Uganda, who was a very impressive winner against Carlos Mbui Masia of Angola. Unanimous points decision. There's Arsène bowing to the crowd in this gymnase Nicole Oba in Brazzaville. This is the last men's final of these championships. Arsène of Cameroon in the red against Ayiti of Uganda in the blue. Ayiti, 25 years old. Uganda already have one gold medal at these championships, courtesy of Muzamir Kakande in the welterweight division. Cameroon have at least 3. Yombo Ulrich winning the light heavyweight earlier, waiting for confirmation on the middleweight, which the middleweight final did not take place between Hossam Abdin of Egypt and Dieudonne Wilfried Sey Nsengi of Cameroon. Here's the opening bell of the last men's final at these African Championships. In the red, Fokou Fosso Arsène of Cameroon against David Ayiti of Uganda in the blue. Already both men landing punches. Arsène on the attack, keen to throw, plenty of hooks there, and he already looks to have Ayiti in trouble. And Ayiti goes down, and it is a knockdown. Just 30 seconds into the fight. They weren't particularly clean shots, but they clearly had some impact. And Ayiti has already got a cut over his right eye as well, which the doctor's going to have a look at. Goodness me, drama at the start of this first round. Ayiti having that cut looked at. It was a frenetic start from the man from Cameroon. And he's well on top here. He's got Ayiti in trouble again on the ropes. Ayiti trying to work his way out of trouble, but he just can't escape. He's got to use those feet. He's rooted to the spot. And another left lands from Arsène. Ayiti looked so assured in his semi-final, but looks anything but here. Arsène just throwing punches to head and body. Ayiti trying to regroup, lands on the counter, but he looks in deep trouble. Midway point of the first round. There's nothing particularly stylish about Arsène's work, but he is getting through and he's landed. Ayiti lands his first decent shot of the contest. Starting to weather the storm. Looked like he was caught cold at the start as Arsène came wading in there. Ayiti needs to just settle down, use that jab. Covering up now. Lands with a right over the top. Uppercut from Ayiti does a bit of damage. A minute left in round one, in which Arsène scored a knockdown. But Ayiti has shown a bit in return. Clearly just doesn't want to be drawn into a toe-to-toe brawl. Good punches from Ayiti, and now he's got Arsène in trouble. Big men, obviously, this is the super heavyweight division, so those punches are going to carry some weight. Oh, he's caught him out cold. Arsène goes back to the neutral corner. It's all over. Goodness me. A crunching knockout blow from Fokou Fosso Arsène. And David Ayiti's on the ground. I do hope he's all right. He looks in some trouble. He hasn't got up. The doctor looking at him. He's been knocked spark out by Arsène. There's your champion, Fokou-Fosso Arsène from Cameroon. Another gold for Cameroon. Scored a knockdown within the first 30 seconds of the contest. And then he's knocked down his opponent again. But I'm afraid to say that David Ayiti appears to be in some trouble after being floored. Oh, he's coating up. No need to rush him, obviously. But he's sitting up. I think he's on his feet now. He is. He's very unsteady on his feet, obviously, but he's being helped back to his corner. A right had Ayiti wobbling, and then another right, and that was game over. The doctor looking at him, also looking at that cut over his right eye that he suffered within those opening 30 seconds. When you get hit by a super heavyweight, it's bound to hurt. But there is your champion, Fokou-Fosso Arsène of Cameroon, 33, turns 34 on Tuesday. There's a birthday present for him, the African Championship. After a first-round knockout against David Ayiti of Uganda. Joy in his corner, Arsène looking a bit subdued, understandably. No fighter likes to see their opponent remain on the deck for so long, obviously. The aim is to win by knockout or by points, but you always hope that the knockdown will be, he just failed to reach the count of 10 and that's it, but still looks wobbly on his feet, doesn't he, Ayiti? But he's in the ring for the formality of the announcement. There it is, Fokou-Fosso Arsène, the African heavyweight champion. David Ayiti manages to give him a quick hug. Ayiti climbs out of the ring, still looking quite dazed. Remained on the floor for a good minute or two after the knockdown, his second knockdown of the contest. But Fokou-Fosso Arsène is the African super heavyweight champion, plus 91 kilograms. And now he has his sights set on the World Championships in Hamburg at the end of August. That's all the men's finals dealt with. Now 3 women's finals, the 3 Olympic weight categories, starting with the women's flyweight final at 51 kilograms. Rumeisa Boualam of Algeria up against Yasmin Moutaki of Morocco. Just waiting for the 2 fighters to enter the arena after that stunning knockout victory for Fokou-Fosso Arsène of Cameroon in the men's super heavyweight division. There's our referee for the women's final from Turkey. And here come the fighters. Here's Rumeisa Boualam from Algeria. Had 2 fights to get here so far. She beat Juliana Kasonka of Zambia on a majority points decision before defeating Christine Ongare of Kenya 5-0. All judges voting for her A unanimous points decision. There is Rumeisa Boualem of Algeria in the red. And up against her, Yasmin Moutaki of Morocco in the blue corner. Here comes Moutaki. 2 wins, both by unanimous points decision. First over Beauty Fori of Botswana, and then Asotia Rosette Ndongala of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This, the women's flyweight final, 51 kilogram division. There's Boualem in the red corner. And in the blue corner, Yasmin Moutaki from Morocco. The first of 3 women's finals today. The referee just checking the head guard of Moutaki. Referee Berna Yurtseva from Turkey. Final words of instructions for both fighters. All North African clash this. Rumeisa Boualem from Algeria in the red against Yasmin Moutaki of Morocco in the blue. And we're underway for the first of 3 3-minute rounds. Boualem keeping the hands low. Lifted her guard somewhat. Moutaki just landed a short right in there. And she's got Boualem on the ropes already, and already landing, making contact and hurting her opponent from Algeria. Good start from Moutaki, 20 seconds of round 1. Boualem responds, but Moutaki definitely on top early on. Just looks the stronger. Bit of a shot to the back of the head, and I think the referee will have a word about that. Well, she has a word with the Algerian for a bit of holding. Boualem lands with a left. Moutaki just leaving herself open. Moutaki now just trying to see the opening. Bit of a wrestle there from Moutaki. Sent Boualem towards the ropes. Now have we lost a gum shield? Oh, it's a shoelace that needs retying, causing a delay, so Moutaki in the neutral corner. Boualem just having her shoelaces tied. And then we can get back on with the action halfway through this opening round. Boualem clear to continue. And Moutaki lands a big left. Sends Boualem backwards. Boualem still keen to keep those hands low. Probably not the best idea. She's already been hurt. Referee asking Moutaki just to mind the head. Moutaki stalking her opponent, gets through again. Boualem trying to land on the counter, but the harder punches being landed by Moutaki. Moutaki just turned 20 on Thursday. The younger of the two, a good right again from Moutaki. And a left on the retreat, flush into the side of the face of Boualem. Boualem doesn't seem to be offering too much here. Moutaki sizing up her opponent. Trying to land another big shot. Bit too exuberant there from Moutaki. Threw herself forward there. Got to be wary of being caught on the counter, but I think Mottaki is in charge here, and another big right lands from the Moroccan. And that's the end of the first round. Not much doubt about who was on top there. Yasmin Mottaki in the blue corner. Three minutes gone, 6 to go in this women's flyweight final. There is Rumeysa Boualem. And there is Yasmin Mottaki of Morocco. Made a strong start to this fight. There's Boualem, 22 years old, the Algerian. She's going to have to buck up her ideas if she's going to take gold here in Brazzaville, Congo. There's the bell for round 2. Again, first punch landed by Mottaki, and again, landing with the left, wrestled to the ground by Boualem. All a bit untidy at the start of this second round. Mottaki just a bit keen to get on with it for the referee's liking. Still well over 2 minutes left in this round, plenty of time to get to work. Boualem landed a little shot inside there. And a good shot there from Boualem, starting to show signs of getting into this fight. All a bit of rough stuff there. Definitely how Mottaki wants this fight. Mottaki just trying to bully her opponent. Another warning about the head for Boualem. Another stoppage. Boualem goes back to her corner. I'm not sure what it is this time. This time it's her shorts. Singlet back into the shorts. Bit of a breather. Won't do her any harm. But Mottaki lines her up, catches her with the left. Another untidy wrestle. Another strong word from the Turkish referee to Boualem. Right over the top from Mottaki, scored. Both land punches there. But it's all very untidy in this second round. And another stoppage. I think there's a point deducted for holding, was it? Now, I think she's deducted a point from both fighters for persistent holding. I suppose that evens it up. First one, deduction went to Mottaki, and then she's just dished out one to Boualem. So if this round is judged even, it will be 9-all. 10 seconds to go in round 2 of a really scrappy, messy round. A better round for Boualem. But hard to say whether she's done enough to win it. But she has steadied the ship. She was rocked by a couple of big shots in that opening round. A bit better foot movement in that second round from Boualem, but she goes into the final round with a chance. Mutaki with the first good shot of that exchange. Boualem, in fact, fought back, but then it all got a bit messy. And some words from the Algerian corner with the referee, perhaps complaining about the point deduction. Now we're almost ready for the third and final round, this women's flyweight final between Remesa Boualem of Algeria and Yasmin Moutaki of Morocco. Moutaki in the blue, Boualem in the red. Moutaki just getting through with a right over the top there. And again, and then again it gets a bit messy, but her knee hit the ground. That's why the referee's telling them to stop. Good short right there from Moutaki. Boualem responds. Moutaki trying to force her opponent back, succeeding there. Warning about the head to Boualem, not the first time. Boualem, untidy punches, not hitting the target. It's a shame, it looked like a promising opening round. Moutaki on the attack, but it has degenerated a bit since. Lots of clinching like this. Both fighters struggling to get off clean shots. Boualem gets through, but then Moutaki lands with the counter and then trying to force her back. Left on the retreat there from Moutaki. Some better work from Boualem in this round, but little to choose between the pair in this final round. It's been a bit untidy, as I say. 45 seconds to go in round 3. Boualem lands with a straight left. Again, they wrestle in the ring. Left on the retreat there from Moutaki. And again, first to the punch there, the Moroccan. And again. 20 seconds to go. This women's flyweight final. Moutaki makes Boualem miss. Then again, just roughing up her opponent, Moutaki. It's not been pretty, but that's the end of the fight. Moutaki goes back to her corner. Boualem goes over to the Moroccan corner and congratulates them. They don't look too pleased in the Moroccan corner. Neither do the Algerians, and it suggests this could be tight on the judges' scorecards. 5 judges at ringside. But no celebration from either camp at the end of those 9 minutes. Boualem landing after missing with a wild shot. Boualem landing in that replay. Here comes the decision. Boualem in the red, Moutaki in the blue, waiting for the verdict. A tense wait for both fighters. And for the Still we wait. Well, this is the longest wait we've had for a decision over the weekend. They're taking their time. Here it comes. And it goes to Boualem. Well, that's a surprise to me. No? No, I've a bit of confusion here. No, it's gone to Mottaki. Well, Rouge was announced. Boualem was originally announced the winner. She raised her hand, and then it transpires that Mottaki had actually gained the decision. They took such a long time to announce the verdict, and Boualem, unsurprisingly, leaves the ring in tears, thinking she had won the gold medal, but her joy was short-lived. It did take quite a while for that decision. It was originally announced that Boualem had been given it, but the verdict went to Mottaki. Another gold for Morocco. Yasmine Mottaki given the verdict from Rumeisa Boualem of Algeria in the first of today's 3 women's finals at the African Championship. Next, the women's lightweight final, 60 kilograms, between Matshu Marcella Sakobi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Yetunde Odenuga from Nigeria. Both countries, Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria, with their first finalists at these championships. Democratic Republic of Congo, of course, bordering the host nation, Congo. Seeing some highlights now from the previous fight, the women's flyweight final, won by the woman in blue, Yasmine Mottaki. Bit of confusion at the end there with the points decision, but Mottaki getting the verdict. Here comes Matshu Marcella Sakobi, the Democratic Republic of Congo. We expect some support for her, being from the neighbouring country. Just 21 years old, Sakobi. She makes her way to the ring. 2 points victories on her way to the final, beating Maritou Diallo of Senegal with a unanimous points decision, and then in the semi-final beating Huria Triki of Algeria on a majority points decision. And this is her opponent, Yetunde Odenuga from Nigeria. Just 19 years old, Odenuga beat Keamogetse Kenosi of Botswana in her opening fight on a unanimous points decision, and then defeated Chema Radi of Morocco. 3 judges scoring it in her favour, 1 against, and 1 scoring it a draw. So majority points decision in her semi-final. Both fighters with majority points verdicts in their semis, and now this is the final. There is Odenuga in the blue from Nigeria. She's about to face off against Matshu Sakobi of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This, the penultimate fight of the 2017 African Championships. There is Sakobi. The referee just having a final word with Odenuga. There's Alvin Finch from England, just calling both fighters into the middle for some final words of instruction. before we get on with the first of three 3-minute rounds here in the Gymnase Nicole Aubin in Brazzaville, Congo. There's the bell for the start of round one. Oh, big right there already from Sakobi. Both fighters throwing plenty of punches early on. There's a good shot from Odenuga. Good start to this fight. Odenuga trying to use the jab, but Sakobi just charging forward. Decent jab there from Sakobi. And again, Sakobi. Oh, good shot over the top there from Odenuga. Sakobi already demonstrated a decent jab. She was boxing after the referee had told them to break. And a good left there from Odenuga. Sakobi has got Odenuga backed up into the corner. A bit untidy there. But like Odenuga did land a couple of punches inside. Decent jab there from Odenuga then, and again. Right over the top there from Sakobi. Scores. Can't really follow it up though, as Odenuga holds on. Sakobi, good right over the top from Sakobi. Looks pretty even this one so far. Just over a minute to go in the opening round. Sakobi landing plenty of shots there. A couple of them were on the stretch, but the crowd appreciate it. Obviously cheering on the fighter from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Alvin Finch says break. Telling Odenuga, warning her about the wrestling. Good right there from Sakobi. And she's pushing Odenuga back, driving her back towards the ropes. Trying to land on the inside. Odenuga covers up. 15 seconds to go in this opening round of the women's lightweight final. Good jab from Sakobi. Just a bit quicker to that first punch. And that's the end of round one. And I think Sakobi took it. Good opening round, both fighters landing. Defense not the best from either. But Sakobi showed a decent jab and landed some nice rights over the top of the Odenuga defences. And I would have to give her the opening round. Still 2 rounds to go though, plenty to happen in this one. Looks like a decent crowd have stayed for the 3 women's finals here. Yesterday, after the home heavyweight Pemba Wabeka, who went on to win gold today after he left, there was a mass exodus. And it was pretty quiet after that first heavyweight semi-final yesterday, but a decent crowd to see round 2, the women's lightweight final between Matshiu Sakobi in the red from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Yetunde Odenuga of Nigeria in the blue. Both landing with jabs. Sakobi tries to follow up. And a good body shot. That's from Sakobi, although referee Alvin Finch seemed to think might be a bit low. Odenuga with the jab there. Odenuga gets through the guard with a couple of decent punches, lands to the body, and then some big punches to the head, and suddenly Sakobi's in trouble. Odenuga really getting through. Some powerful shots landing, and Sakobi just needs a minute to clear her head. Odenuga can't wait to get back in there. Maybe sensing a finish. He's given a knockdown. Well, that's extraordinary. Odenuga's knee hit the deck. Sakobi landed while she was on the deck. Didn't look like a punch had caused her to hit the deck. I thought she'd been wrestled to the deck, but now she's in real trouble as Sakobi pours forward. The crowd getting right behind the fighter from Democratic Republic of Congo. Odenuga still throwing punches, still returning. But Sakobi on top, good left there, and then a good right in return from Sakobi. I wouldn't mind seeing that knockdown again. I thought it looked like more like a wrestle to the ground more than a punch. But he was given a knockdown, and that almost certainly makes it a 10-8 round. More good punching from Sakobi. Swaying out of the way of Odenuga's punches. Good left there, stiff left from Odenuga. Trying to land with the uppercut inside. Referee having a word with Odenuga and with Sakobi. 10 seconds to go in round two. Good right landed there by Odenuga on the retreat. And that's the end of round two. A knockdown for this woman here, Matsue Sakobi. Although at the time, I thought Odenuga had been wrestled to the floor rather than punched. But referee Alvin Finch deemed it a knockdown. And that means Sakobi is in control of this contest going into the final round. The women's lightweight final. A leg rub for Matsue Sakobi before the final 3 minutes of this penultimate final of the 2017 African Championships. Sakobi already up on her feet. That still needs to come out of the ring though. That's still in the ring. And on we go. The start of round three. Odenuga lands with a sharp jab early on, both landing with jabs. And Sakobi forcing her opponent back. And she's charging after her and connecting with great accuracy and power. Odenuga doesn't look to have been too ruffled by that, but scoring punches anyhow. Moving Sakobi further ahead. Odenuga is going to need something to turn this fight around. A minute gone in this final round. And Sakobi making Odenuga miss. Odenuga needs to attack more if she's going to turn this around. But Sakobi seems to be landing the more powerful punches. Odenuga did land there, but I think Sakobi came off slightly better. And even though Odenuga's going forward, Sakobi seems to be just landing the better punches. I think both fighters getting a bit tired, resulting in some ragged boxing. Sakobi with the right over the top and then a quick left. through the guard. Good footwork from Sakobi. A nice jab again from Sakobi, although she got caught there by Odenuga. Got to be careful. Odenuga having some success. That was a good right from Odenuga. And that hurt the boxer from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Just over 30 seconds to go. You'd think Sakobi has done enough, but Odenuga still landing. And Sakobi leaving her chin exposed. A tense finish to this one. 15 seconds to go in the final round. Just 10 seconds now. Good punching from Sakobi through the guard once again. And that's the end of the fight. Odenuga raises her hand, as does Sakobi. And the reaction in the red corner probably gives you more of an indication as to who's won. Pretty subdued in the Nigerian corner. And there, Matsue Sakobi blowing heavily after that fight. Both fighters gave it everything. Odenuga thinks she's won. She looks very pleased. Not the impression I got from the 9 minutes of boxing there, but they both go into the middle and await the decision. After which Alvin Finch will raise one of their hands to signify the gold medalist in the lightweight division. Mutual respect there before the verdict. Both fighters looking confident that they've got the verdict. And again, a bit of a delay before the announcement of the decision. We had a lengthy delay for the last one. Here it comes. And it's gone to Sakobi. Gold for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Odenuga looks disappointed. But there's your gold medalist. Clearly delighted. But anguish for Yetunde Odenuga. I thought she needed to attack more in that final round. And the judges thought the same. But there is the women's lightweight champion. The African champion, Matsue Marcella Sakobi. She's chaired away from the ring. Plenty of support for her in the crowd as she acknowledges them. She is the African champion. And some great celebrations with the crowd. She's delighted. And rightly so, she's the African champion. African women's lightweight champion. And now to the final bout of these AFBC African Boxing Championships. The women's middleweight final. There is Amina Etir from Morocco. Turned 30 earlier this month. She's in the red corner. The majority points decision in her semi-final, beating Jorbel Malewu Tekasala from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Up against her, she makes her way to the ring, Etir. Up against her is Clotilde Essiane from Cameroon. Cameroon on top of the medals table. Could be another gold for them. Waiting for Essiane to enter the arena. There is Etir. This, the middleweight final, 75 kilogram division. Etir in the ring. And Essiane already in the ring. There she is, Clotilde Essiane. In her semi-final, she won a unanimous points verdict over Kenya's Elizabeth Akinyi.
Essiane Clotilde du Cameroun. Nous sommes en finale.
Cameroon,
De la catégorie
dominant nation at
de
these African
75
Championships. Already got 2 women's golds. And Essiane hoping to make it a 3rd. But up against her, Amina Attia from Morocco. Trying to make it 2 Moroccan golds, 2 Moroccan women's golds this afternoon. Both fighters in the middle of the ring. Quite a significant height advantage for the woman from Cameroon. So you'd think she'd be looking to use her jab and try and keep Attia at range. And again, straight from the start, she lands with a stiff left jab and then a short right. Attia charging forward, but she's getting caught as she comes in. Attia bustling forward. And Essiane landing with the jab and using that jab very effectively early on. And I think Attia might be a bit wary about charging forward if she's going to get caught with those. She is landing some counter punches, the Moroccan, but now Essiane sending her backwards. 45 seconds gone of the opening round, and already Essiane looking in control, using that long jab, that long reach to her advantage. Now Attia, she had backed her up, but Essiane comes back strongly, and a good body shot from Essiane. Jab again from Essiane. Quite clear what her tactics are to keep the Moroccan at range. Doing so effectively. Striking well with the right on the back foot. And again, and I think Attia is going to be in a bit of a trouble shortly. There's another big left and a right. And the referee steps in to give a standing 8 count. Midway through the opening round, and Attia takes a standing 8 count. On we go, but Essiane could be looking to finish this in the opening round. Attia much more reticent about coming forward, and understandably so. She's felt the power of Essiane. She has backed her opponent up here. Gets through with the left. Bit of a combination from Attia. This is better from the Moroccan. Bit untidy. There's Attia, bit of holding from her and then a hit. Quick word from the referee. Essiane gets to work again. And that reach is proving decisive in this fight. There's another standing 8 count. And I'm not sure this is going to go on much longer. And the referee might be thinking of calling it off. Attia continues, but you feel one big shot might finish it. She might run out of time in this round though. Just under 10 seconds to go. Attia landing a couple of shots, but Essiane again, that left doing the damage. And there's the end of round 1. Attia survives, but she's got a mountain to climb now. Excellent first round from Clotilde Essiane from Cameroon, the 31-year-old. There's Amina Attia. She took 2 standing 8 counts in that opening round. She looks a little disheartened. Took some really powerful punches in that first round. Credit to her for staying on her feet. She's got to change her game plan. Words of advice from the corner. trying to tell her to somehow get inside that reach. That's the danger. She has been picked off, particularly by that left jab. And a bit of a delay at the start of the second round. The shorts. Bit of string coming from the short, so that needs to be tucked back in. And on we go with round two. Amina Ettir of Morocco in the red, up against Clotilde Essiane of Cameroon in the blue. Essiane dominating the first round. Ettir trying to get inside the guard, having a bit of success, but she is getting caught. And now Essiane sends her backwards, and Ettir in trouble again. And here's another standing out 8 count. Essiane goes back to her neutral corner as Ettir takes her 3rd standing count of the contest. She's allowed to continue. Still plenty of time in this round for a finish. Good uppercut from Essiane. Through with the jab once more and again. Misses with the right over the top, but another right lands flash on Ettir's face. They're swinging wildly, both of them. But it's Essiane who's landing. Ettir holds on. It's a brave effort from the Moroccan. But she's been outclassed and outgunned so far. Essiane just looking to pick the punch. There it is, the right over the top once more. There's another combination, and again, this could be it. Deep trouble now for Ettir, and it's another standing 8 count. She must be on borrowed time. The referee ends it, that's it. He's seen enough, the 4th standing 8 count. And that is the end of the contest. Clotilde Essiane, a dominant performance to take gold in the women's middleweight at these African Championships. Very useful fighter, clearly. Excellent jab, followed it up well. Some tears of joy there for Essiane. She is the African champion and she can scarcely believe it. Overcome with emotion. 2nd round stoppage, and yet another gold medal for Cameroon, kissing the guns there. Delighted with that win. She goes back to the middle of the ring for the formality of the announcement. Clotilde Essiane, win by stoppage in the 2nd round. And yet another gold medal for Cameroon. 3 women's golds. For the West African nation, who topped the medals table at these 2017 African Championships. Hope to run through all the results with you shortly. But that is your final gold medalist at these African Championships, Clotilde Essiane of Cameroon. Victory in the 75 kilogram weight division. And that concludes the action here in Brazzaville, Congo. Run you through some of the results from earlier. We started off with the men's flyweight, light flyweight contest. Gold for Namibia and Matthias Hamaniela. Unanimous points decision over Fotsala Simplice of Cameroon. And the men's flyweight, gold for Algeria, Mohamed Flissi, the #1 seed, beating Otakiche Rajab Mohammed. Defending champion retaining his crown, Flissi, in the men's flyweight. And bantamweight, Jean Jordi Vadamutu, gold for Mauritius, beating Jeffrey Kaketo of Uganda. And then the men's lightweight, Reda Benbaziz, went down, a surprise. Benbaziz, the defending champion, lost out on a split decision to Kenya's Nick Okot in that men's lightweight final. The men's light welterweight final went to Namibia as well. Second gold for Namibia, Junias Jonas against Eslam Mohamed of Egypt, the top seed. Jonas, to my eyes anyway, the fighter of this tournament, the Namibian. He took light welterweight gold. Mervyn Clare lost out in the final of the men's welterweight to Muzamir Kakande of Uganda. A split decision for Kakande. King Kong winning gold for Uganda in the welterweight. Then in the middleweight, no contest. We're waiting for official confirmation of that. But Hossam Abdin, the top seed, against Duodon Wilfried Sayen Senge. I believe Sayen Senge has been awarded the contest, awarded the gold medal by way of walkover. Men's light heavyweight, another gold for Cameroon. Yombo Ulrich winning with a first round stoppage against Chuaib Uadi. And then the men's heavyweight contest went to the home favourite, Lori Pembuat Becker. He was originally the loser of the fight. Abu Hamda Abdel Jalil Abu Hamda was given a unanimous points decision originally, but then the decision was reversed and Pembuat Becker got it, and he wins the gold medal. And then the super heavyweight final, the most spectacular finish of the day. Foku Fosso Arsene with a first round knockout of David Ayiti of Uganda. He knocked him down within the first 30 seconds, and then he knocked him down again at the end of the first round. And Ayiti was not going to get up from that. Cameroon topping the medals table at the end of these 2017 African Boxing Championships. I've been Rory Jawani. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage from Brazzaville, and hope you'll join us again soon on Olympic Channel.